breathtaking sunset in the high hills of western Thailand marks the end of another day in the peaceful town of Sangkhlaburi. Many of its residents have come to this land in hopes of escaping the horrors of Burma's brutal military regime, one that has killed or displaced 9 million hill tribe people. Now, the region is home to a rich mix of ethnic minorities from Burma who have crossed the nearby border in search of a new life. Amidst the trees and forest lies a home for young refugees. It is here where children who would otherwise be forced into poverty can find a family and the chance for a better future. Established in 1994, Baan Dada is a children's home located in Thailand near the Burmese border. Here, the children live, work, and play together under the supervision of female refugees and the home's founder, Richard Zoleta, who is fondly known as Dada. Asserting the importance of the children and their future, Dada declines recognition for his work. He is asked to be excluded from this documentary, wanting to avoid any personal glorification, thereby shifting the focus to the children. The Baan Dada grounds consist of buildings made out of homemade mud bricks and concrete that the children work and live in. The sounds of construction constantly resonate throughout the home. As more children arrive in need of care, the home's expansion is never ending. The younger children share the concrete floors each night, while the older boys have private, starkly furnished rooms. But despite the simple living conditions and the difficulty in obtaining even basic necessities, the children fondly call Baan Dada their home.
ครับบ้านก็เขาคิดว่าทางเขาแต่งตั้งให้แบบว่าเป็นพี่น้องกันเป็นครอบครัวเดียวกันเพราะเราจะให้ดูแลกันช่วยเหลือซึ่งกันและกันอย่างเงี้ยก็เลยเขาให้เป็นครอบครัวเดียวกัน
เพราะว่าในเมื่อเรามาอยู่บ้านเดียวกันแล้วเนี่ยเราจะรังเกียจกันไม่ได้เราก็ต้องรักกันเขาทำอะไรไม่ดีเราก็เตือนเนี่ยเป็นข้าว
I'm Steve Romito. I'm 28. I'm a student and I work full-time. This is my third time here. I didn't come to Thailand to volunteer. I came just to go to school in Bangkok, and then I started reading books about sort of the culture in Thailand, and they happened to be about poverty. And so that got me interested in volunteering, and then yeah, I just ended up here and started doing the stuff around the home. It's more about the people here, and it's got sort of a spirit or a life of its own, you know. So that's what kind of draws me to this place in particular.
My name is Bronwyn, but everybody knows me as B, and I'm from Canada. I'm 19, and I was supposed to stay for a month and then volunteer for a month and go travel around Southeast Asia, but I never left. And then when the time came for my plane to go, I didn't get on my plane, and then I just kept staying and staying and staying. But yeah, I got here and it blew me away right away. I just felt like I was home, you know? Yeah, it was cool.
It was surprising to me how outgoing the kids here were and how welcoming they are. And to me, like, as soon as you walk in the door, they come up to you and they take your hand, or they, hold their arms up for you to pick them up or something. They're just very welcoming, and I didn't find that at any of the other orphanages. And it's almost sad to go there, to those other places, because of that. I mean, you really feel it's like it's an orphanage, but this place it's more like a family home than an orphanage.
The children at Baan Dada have their own unique stories of their lives in Burma. Some children have witnessed their parents' death with their very eyes, while others do not have their family's financial support. However, each child's life has been dramatically altered due to the conflict in Burma. The Karen and Mon Hill tribes have been brutally persecuted under the current Burmese government for over 40 years. Hope has been dwindling for the future of thousands of young Karen and Mon children who remain in hiding in the jungle or across the border among Thailand's rural communities.
Karen house here. Karen.
Oh yeah.
Karen. Have some Mon here, Mon. Here, Mon. Mon, you know Mon? Mm-hmm. Mon, Karen.
Are you Mon or Karen?
I Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
Did you ever live in a house like that?
Yeah, before I live like that, before.
Where, in Thailand? Or in
near Thailand. Thailand, but the forest.
the forest?
Yeah.
Was it in Thailand or was it in Burma?
Thailand.
Oh.
Thailand.
Many of the parents have either been killed by Burmese soldiers or are disabled and just can't afford to take care of the kids and can't find work because they're not Thai citizens. And so Dada, through one way or another, has found these two villages, mainly two villages where all the kids come from, and he's kind of taken a lot of them in from there.
They're alive and they're happy and they're so great, you know? And of course they're just like any other kid. They're going to miss their family and they're in a tough situation, but they're smiling through it all. I mean, sometimes you see them really sad when they're leaving. They have to leave their parent or their sister or their, brother or father, and they come back here, but at least they have here to come back to, you know? At least they have a big family here too.
Swaddy ครับ ผมชื่อจอห์นนี่นะครับ ชื่อจริงก็ชื่อทวิตครับ
ผมชื่อปรีชาครับนายปรีชา
ผมนายธงชัยครับ
ผมชื่อเอกลักษณ์ครับ
แล้วก็อายุ15 ปี
อายุ23 ปี
ตอนนี้ผมอายุประมาณ17 ปี
อายุ17 ปีครับ
เด็กบางคนไม่ได้เรียนแล้วบางคนก็ไม่มีพ่อเงี้ยแม่เลี้ยงคนเดียวก็ไม่ไหวบางคนก็แม่มีพ่อก็เลี้ยงไม่ไหวเงี้ยส่งมาที่นี่แล้วให้เด็กได้รับการศึกษาแล้วช่วยเหลือเด็กได้มากขึ้นในด้านความคิด
สระอูอ่านว่าออูอย่างเช่นตัวเนี้ยพยัญชนะก็บอยไม้ใช่ไหมเรื่องไหนฮะเรื่องไหน
เพราะต้องการความรู้นะเพราะเขาก้าวไม่ถูกไงเขาก้าวไม่ถูกแบบจะไปทางไหนดีก็เลยมาอยู่ที่นี่ก็เลยหาความรู้แล้วก็ใช้ในชีวิตประจำวันในอนาคต
ผมว่าดูตัวผมนี่นะคือปกตินี่ผมนี่ชอบเหมือนกับเขาด่าผมเนี้ยผมชอบโต้ตอบเนี้ยแต่พอมาอยู่นี่ก็ถ้าเขาด่ามันเนี่ยเรารู้เลยไงว่าเราโตแล้วเขาพูดสิ่งที่ดีมาเนี่ยเราควรรับฟังแล้วเอาไปใช้ไม่ใช่ว่าปล่อยไปอย่างนี้ไม่ใช่ไม่ได้
A firm believer in being able to help yourself, Dada has implemented a number of projects that teach the children skills and knowledge that will benefit them throughout their lives.
God is very big on self-sufficiency.
Yeah, I think it's just about giving the message to them all the time in different ways and giving them different means to try to find out about self-sufficiency for themselves.
เราได้สอนให้รู้จักให้เด็กๆรู้จักทำงานแล้วก็รู้จักประหยัดหรือว่าทำอันนี้ไม่ดีนะเด็กที่อยู่ที่นี่ส่วนใหญ่จะทำงานแล้วก็ต้องตั้งใจเรียนหนังสือแต่ได้บอกเพราะว่าเวลาโตขึ้นแล้วจะได้ทำงานดีๆไม่ลำบากครับ
Many of the older boys will be graduating high school this spring and are hoping to attend technical school, an option they never would have had without the home support.
He drives them in on the weekends and they can work with the mechanics there and learn kind of the ins and outs of mechanics. So then they'll kind of have a better opportunity than other kids because they have experience working with them.
ตอนนี้วันเสาร์อาทิตย์ไปฝึกช่างครับก็เพราะว่าเวลาเรียนหนังสือจบแล้วใช่ไหมเวลาไปโรงเรียนเทคนิคสคูลจะได้ง่ายขึ้นเรียนง่ายขึ้นไม่ยากฝึกไว้ดี
Another way in which Dada has shown the children that hard work does pay off is by helping the older boys form a band.
There's a group that is sort of a rock band. They perform in the guest houses in town, and they collect donations while they're performing.
ผมเป็นคนในวงดนตรีคือผมเล่นเบสครับ
คือผมเล่นที่รีสอร์ทดาด้าบอกให้เล่นที่รีสอร์ทแล้วก็ตามใจว่าแค่เขาจะทำบุญหรือไม่ทำบุญเพราะเราก็เป็นเด็กกำพร้าพออย่างนี้ปุ๊บเขาให้เงินมาเนี่ย 20% เนี่ยเราเอามาใช้ในวงแล้วก็ 80% เราเข้าธนาคารเพื่อทุนการศึกษาต่อ
เพื่อ พื่อเราจะได้มีอนาคตที่จะมุ่งมั่นและก้าวได้ถูกและเรามีอาชีพในตัวเราที่จะไปทำงานได้ที่ต่างจังหวัดอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
In order for the younger children to understand Dada's work ethic, he encourages them to draw and sell cards. These children also set aside a large portion for their own education, while receiving a small amount for whatever they wish to purchase.
One of the girls, she saved all of her money from her cards, and this is just, you know, an 8-year-old girl. And then when she went and visited her mom, she brought it all of it. Like, she didn't spend not 1 cent of it on, not cent, 1 baht of it on candy or anything, and then brought it all and gave it to her mom. I mean, how many kids would you find that would do that for them, you know? Anything around the home, they do drawings, it kind of teaches them, if you work, then you're going to get something out of it, you know, to work for yourself. And that's the cards and the drawings and the bracelets and all the little things that the young ones make. And just kind of putting the idea in their head that to get something, you need to work hard.
Dada insists on the importance of creating a sustainable environment in which the home can provide for itself. The children contribute daily to the hard work and constant effort needed to maintain its functioning.
ผมก็ทำเสาร์อาทิตย์อะไรแบบเนี้ยทำอาหารเป็นทีมเสาร์อาทิตย์พวกผมก็เหมือนกันบางครั้งก็ปลูกผักช่วยงานบ้านกวาดบ้านถูบ้านเหมือนกัน
But they have to. I mean, they have to take care of themselves because nobody else is going to do it for them. There's 5 mothers for 60 kids. You know, they can't do it all.
อยากให้เราเป็นที่เขาสอนมาอยากให้เราเป็นที่เขาสอนมาเราอยากให้เราค้นคว้าที่สิ่งดีๆเอาไปใช้ในชีวิตประจำวัน
And I think that it's a huge part of what he's trying to do. And I think it's what anyone in the work that he does, it's what anyone should be trying to do. Because, you know, handouts only last so long. So it's important to have some sort of useful knowledge given to the people you're trying to help, the people you're trying to serve.
Which one? This. Okay, move it in.
I knew it!
Mm, เราก็จะได้มีเพื่อนในบ้านไงแล้วก็อีกอย่างDadaก็อยากช่วยเด็กอีกก็ให้มาอยู่ด้วยกันเราอยู่ในนี้ก็เหมือนกับพี่น้องกันละ
It really is like a big family, and all the kids have a special relationship with each other because they come from similar backgrounds, and they really form a close bond with each other, and with all the people who come through, the volunteers and the mothers who work here, and the director, obviously Dada.
เพราะครอบครัวที่นำสู่แบบความรู้ต่างๆมาให้อย่างเงี้ยแล้วก็ได้ใช้ในชีวิตประจำวันว่าครอบครัวที่มาก็ใครมีความรู้อะไรก็มาให้อย่างเงี้ยก็เราก็จะได้ใช้ในชีวิตประจำวัน
It's changed my whole life. Being here has completely changed what I want to do with my life. Because, yeah, I kind of came here and saw this, and it's like, wow, it is possible to help. If you can help, then just spread the information. Tell people about it. You know, the more people know about situations like this, the more people are going to find it other places in the world. And as much as I love this place, it's not the only place like this. I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of places like this. So just go out there and find something you're passionate about, and you can make a difference.
I don't know, it's just good for the soul, to volunteer, to give your time. And, giving money is one thing, giving possessions is one thing. It's a good thing. I mean, everybody can't give possessions because not everybody has enough to give, but there's no substitute for personal time.
One doesn't have to be a Bill Gates to make a difference, You can do it in a small way. And if people do it together, it makes things easier even. And this is a collective effort of many people who came here. Those people making such sacrifices, there's many of them. It's not just about this body doing the work, no. I couldn't accomplish these things by myself. It's those people who came here, many of them. So whatever is being done in this place, or whatever community service we're doing, I think I owe it, well, not I think, I owe it to those people who came here. Anyone came here. They're the ones making a difference.
One more song. One more song.
Here?